Search for the no's. The sale actually begins when you hear an objection, in my eyes. Because the person that you handle an objection or something they're unsure about, that's actually a buying signal if they have a real objection. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can afford it right now, or there's certain objections you navigate, they're going to buy at some point,
Yeah, anyone who's going to spend any money is going to have some questions about it if they're about to potentially make a purchase, right? So yeah, 100%.
Yeah, fish out the objections, search for them. But yeah, the rejection is, you just got to get over that rejection curve. That's repetition, being brave and just getting through that fear of like being rejected. Then it's about just leading with the right intent. If you actually want to help the person and you think your product service can, and if they don't want it, that's on them. That's on them. It's not it's not your fault. But people pressure, I've got to make money. I've invested in this course. I've got to find these leads. I've got to make money. And then you put pressure. People know that. They sense that. What did you think when we done that sales thing? When I was going through all like the sales stuff with you guys?
Yeah. I thought it was good. I think that over the last 2 years, like me personally, there was a stage like early last year where I was almost not enjoying getting on sales calls because I was dreading just going through the objection handling. Like, constantly going through objection handling. And I think the way that we was being taught at the time was to push hard. If they say no, like, don't let them off the phone. So I was coming out at that angle. So like every sales call felt like a wrestling match. Yeah. So even if my calendar was packed up with fitness sales, which is good, I would actually feel like, I don't even know if I want to take these calls today. Because every sales call was like, okay, what am I going to handle today? I can't afford it. I need to talk to the wife. Okay, cool. Let's get ready to battle for this. So
literally. But it's even that mind frame is like, you know what's coming. You're going to get that.
Yeah.
When we think about like, we talk about affirmations or like vision, and we never think about actually, okay, well, if you're thinking negative, that also might actually transpire as well, right?
Yeah. So I think now, I actually look forward to the sales calls because either way, I know that I genuinely can help someone. So I think because I'm coming at it from a more genuine angle, it's easier for me to not push someone, but, push them to make a positive decision for themselves.
Yeah.
It's not for me, it's for them at the end of the day.
Conviction.
So it's easier. I feel like it's easier now. And I actually don't mind. If the calendar's packed in, I don't mind because I understand it's not bothering me as much. It's not affecting my day personally as much as it used to.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one thing for sure.
What about you? Do you enjoy the sales?
Yeah, I was the same. I was saying it the other day that when we used to look at the calendar, it just used to give us a bit of stress. But now I enjoy it, man. Every now and again, I find myself on a call with someone. They're not even qualified. They're not do you know what I mean? They're not going to buy from us anytime soon. They're not in the right position. But I'll just like give them 5 minutes worth of just game. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? It's what I would do if I was you. And that gives me good energy because I feel like that's goodwill credit. Just I'm throwing out there. Do you know what I mean? I'm just constantly throwing out value however I possibly can. So I'm very big on just giving, and then, you know how it goes. It just, reciprocates. So
the compounding effect of conversations. People don't talk about that in sales.
And I think that even if someone doesn't buy, you've left them with a good taste in their mouth rather than a bad one. When they are in that buying mind state and they are ready to pull the trigger, you should be, as long as you're still keeping in contact, you should be the first person they think about as well.
But even still, you think if you speak to a fitness person or a coach or whatever it is, and you inject them with some genuinely trying to help them get to the solution they want, either away from you. I help people away from me sometimes. That's a better solution for you. Damo, that's a better solution for you at the minute. They will tell someone else, go speak.
100%.
And that compounds. There's no measure on that.
Yeah.
There's no measure on that. But think about the compounding effect of having sales conversations. If you had 10 calls in your diary, which is a lot of calls, most businesses don't have that. One, be fucking grateful to be in that position because not many businesses do.
Yeah.
Expect there to be at least 50% that are not ready to even work with you. A few that probably can't afford it, and maybe one or two that can, right? But give everyone the same treatment. You do that for as long as you can. It's physically impossible for you to be broke or be shit at sales.
Yeah.
It's just a conversation.
You just get better, yeah.
It's just a conversation.
Yeah.
I used to put on like a voice. I used to try and be everyone else. I had to present like slides. And I was just like, fuck, it's so draining. Be yourself.
Be yourself. Just give as well. I think that like business as a whole is just giving.
Literally.
You know, like just serving, like making. That's why, you know, we're in a service business, most of us, right? So it's just that serving. I think we was talking about Alex Hormozy before we started, right? And it's crazy that his whole, you know, you talked about the compound of like, you know, giving and having good conversations. But his whole book launches and whatnot is one big funnel.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's something that could be like a 5-year funnel. Because he's helping someone who might be just starting their business, or someone who might be, you know, midway, who, you know, it might take them 5 years to get to the point where they can work with him. But you're just kind of just, you know, you're just sowing seeds that continue. And it's like, if you look at business that way, then you're always going to win.